Hello, everyone. How are you doing on this Friday? Welcome. Glad you're here. Today is day 2 of the Restoration Project on my blog, katiemreed.com, for the Right 31 Days series. Hi, Audie. Welcome. Today we're talking about deficits. I had to look up that word to see how to spell it. I'm going to flip around here. Hello, glad to see you all. How's the weather there, Audie? We're going to be heading back soon, and I hear that it is cold. So, it was kind of cold here today as well, but we got some swimming in, and we've had a great time at our little mountain rest getaway. How are you all doing today? Oh, thank you, Audie. I know, no glasses and my hair is down. My hair is not down very much. See, I'm unwinding. I'm not having my tightly wound ponytail. Tightly wound woman's learning to unwind. Anyways, yeah, hopefully I can see you guys all okay. My vision's not like awful, but I have astigmatism, so my eyes get tired anyway. Oh yeah, for sure fall, chilly. I do like wearing jeans and warm, cozy things. Hey, Susie. How's the weather over in Ireland, Susie? We're talking about the weather to start things off here. Okay. Hey, Rachel. Glad to see you here today. Sorry I'm not outside, but it's kind of cold and rainy, and yesterday we had some little bit of issues with Wi-Fi. So anyways, but today I wanted to talk about oh, it's cool. Okay. About what temperature, do you know? Oh, thank you. Anyways, so today I want to talk about deficits. If you read day number 2 of the Restoration Project, you saw that Marina Bromley was a guest poster. Most Thursdays and Fridays, I will have guests come and write. And I've got a very exciting one that some of you know coming up. I think on the 15th. So you want to stay tuned. She's a fabulous periscoper. That's my hint. So anyways, I want to talk about a little bit about what Marina talked about on the blog because I thought it was really good. She referred to Holly Gerth's book, You're Already Amazing. Show me some hearts or thumbs up if you have read that book. I have not read that one. I've read You're Made for a God-Sized Dream and You're Loved No Matter What, and those were both fabulous books. Love Holly Gerth. But what Marina was referring to is called your your energy account. And sometimes, things suck the energy out of us. And if we don't deposit energy back in, we're just going to be depleted. And so many times I do that kind of thing. And I was thinking, if I use my credit card and then I don't pay off my bill or, put much back in, like I have a deficit there. And it's costing me interest as well, right? And so if we're not replenishing ourselves and depositing back in after we've had a big withdrawal, we're going to burn out. I love how Cindy Baltima talks about powering down after she's, spoken and that kind of thing. Yes, you have to fill your vase, you can pour it out. Welcome, Christina. That is true, Audie. And so many times I just pour out, and then I'm a grouch. I'm not nice to other people, and I'm trying to be, like Superwoman, but we are human, and we're made that we need Sabbath rest. Oh, thanks, you guys. I seriously just put on my makeup for you guys. Like, I was right before lunch just laying here in the bed, just feeling awful, and so Periscope is good accountability for me getting ready for the day. Anyway, I'm sure you guys would be nice if I didn't have makeup on either, but I do look quite different, let me tell you. So anyways, so when we have had a big withdrawal from our life energy-wise, it could be a good thing, it could be a hard thing. We need to take time to be restored. And Jesus modeled that for us too with resting on the 7th day, but also how he would withdraw, says, to lonely places, sometimes alone, sometimes with some others. But if Jesus, who is perfect, needed to do that, surely we do. And we can be depleted, Marina referred to, by good things. You could have a speaking engagement. You could have hosted guests from out of town. You could have, volunteered at church or had a big project at work. Those are all good things. But if we don't recharge and we don't replenish, we're just going to burn ourselves out. So if you have a deficit, you have a deficiency, a shortage, a debt, or a loss. And you know what? Last night, I think my hubby wanted to cuddle, and I had so much on my mind. And there's some really hard things that have surfaced recently in my life and my past, and I let it all come out. And bless my hubby. He was so patient with me. But have you ever done the ugly cry? I did the ugly cry, and I needed to grieve some things because there's some deficits that I was grieving. But you know what? When I poured that out and I stopped trying to just kind of deal with that myself, I had a great night's sleep because I had just poured all that out. Yes, the fourth commandment, Sabbath, is the one we brag about not keeping, being so busy. Oh, Christina, I'm sorry. Yeah, and I am so bad at this. It's like we think we're bigger than God or smarter than God, and we're not. He's given a Sabbath as a gift. Thank you. Appreciate you praying, Audie, for Christina. Yeah, it's good to get those things out that are wearing us down. And I also want to talk about something, with the tragedy in Oregon at the community college. Maybe I'll just be praying about that. And I read an article from CNN, and Obama had said, prayer is not enough. And I know what he was referring to, just meaning like, some action needs to be taken, that kind of thing. But it really struck me. Is that how I live? That prayer is not enough? When we're kind of shifting gears here from rest to prayer, but if prayer is not enough for you, and I'm asking myself too, why is that? Why is it not enough? I think it comes down to trust, because we're not sure. We might know God is able to do things, but we're not sure if he's going to. And I think there's a difference. If we doubt that he's able, that's another thing. But if we know he's able, but we're just not sure he is, sometimes that attitude too can keep us from praying and pouring our hearts out. What are some areas today that you need to entrust to the Lord? Where's some unrest in your life? And, prayer is enough. It can move mountains. How many of you have seen War Room? That just awakens your soul. I love that line when I think Miss Clara says to Priscilla Shire's character, she said, I see in you a warrior that needs to be awakened. And how many times are we walking around discouraged and depleted, and we just need to call out to the Lord because he is enough. Hey, Bethany, welcome. Loved your Paragirls Past the Casco the other day. It was great to see you and hear you talk and all that stuff. But I would say, and my friend Lee just posted this on her page, prayer is enough. It can move mountains. It can bring the dead to life. And so many times I have such little faith. And so if there's an area of unrest in your life, my takeaway for you would be to recharge, get away, even if it's just for an hour. Today I was trying to push through. My husband said, no, you need to lay down. And he was right, and sometimes that's hard to do. It's hard to take that time. We want to be, like Audie was talking about, oh, I'm too busy to do that. But I think that's sin. God has made us to need rhythms of rest. And that doesn't mean we're weak. And I think a lot of us have different needs as far as our energy goes. I have not been blessed with huge amount of energy. People think I am. I think I have a lot of mental energy, but not necessarily physically. And so I need to rest. There's a lot of days I take a 20-minute power nap, and so many times I've compared myself. Oh, that's so fine. What are you having for lunch, Christina? But anyways, we all have we're all wired differently. And I think we get in trouble when we compare, like, oh, look at all those things she's doing, or, all that kind of stuff. We need to be accountable to what God set before us, but we need to take care of this body that He's given. And so when we have these deficiencies because we're not recharging, we're not our best selves. And so I want to encourage you today to find some pockets of peace, some pockets of rest. Oh, that sounds good. A turkey sub. Anyways, so I just want to encourage you today. Call out to the Lord. Prayer is enough because He is enough for us. He is able to recharge us and rejuvenate us and restore us. And it might not always look like we want it to, but He is faithful. Resting and being still before the Lord looks different for us all. That is absolutely true. And I think we just need to talk to the Lord about what that looks like for us. If we're married, talk to our spouse. Our hubby knows, like, when I start getting grouchy, I need a nap usually. And I'm like a new woman after 20 minutes, but I hit a wall like about 2 o'clock and I can't give anymore. And so I just want to encourage you, take your deficit to the Lord, ask Him to help you recharge. If there are areas in your life where you have unrest, talk to the Lord about it. He cares for you so deeply. So this is day 2 of the Restoration Project. I'm Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com. I hope that you'll join us tomorrow on the blog. On Saturdays and Sundays, I'm going to keep the posts extra short and sweet. And tomorrow I'm going to give you an activity to do. I hope you have your journal that we talked about, because we have you go do something with your journal. And if you're not able to go and do something, I have something for you that you can do at home. And then on Sundays, we're just going to have a scripture and a pretty picture, and then just brief reflections, because I want you to rest. I want you to recharge this weekend. Do something with somebody else, grab coffee with a friend, and then Sundays, kick your feet up and read a book or whatever feeds your soul. But let's let Him recharge us and renew us. Thank you so much for joining today, and I hope that you have a restful afternoon. And sometimes I think being restful, like I said, is trusting the Lord and just being at rest in our minds. Sometimes my mind's just going crazy, like that's why last night I just needed to get it all out. And we can rest in Him because He cares for us. All right, I'll talk to you later. Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com. And I will see you back here. I won't be on Periscope Saturday, Sunday, because I will be at a wedding. We'll be busting a move on the dance floor and having a lot of fun. But I will be back here Monday at 1:30 Eastern Time as we talk more about the Restoration Project. Talk to you later.